Hello students, in the chapter Lines and Angles, our next segment is about transversal. Transversal is a line that intersects two or more lines at different points. So in the picture you can see these two are parallel lines and this green color line is the transversal. Okay, which a line which crosses two lines like that we can say. This is non-parallel lines. Okay, in that also a transversal can pass. So in this picture you can see interior and exterior. So the angles which are outside these two lines, okay, that are called exterior. Okay, so these two angles are called exterior, and these four angles which is in between these two lines is called interior angles. So in this you can see detailedly which and all interior angles. So 3, 4, 5, 6 are interior angles, 1, 2, 7, 8 are exterior angle, pair of corresponding angles. So corresponding means what? A transversal is passing. So on suppose left side of transversal means, so 1 and 5, okay, they are corresponding angles. Why? Because they both are in the left side of transversal and on top of these two lines. This is top of 5 is on top of M line, 1 is on top of L line. Same way 2 is on top of L line, 6 is on top of M line. So these two are corresponding angles. So you have 4 pairs of corresponding angles. Then pairs of alternate interior angles. Okay, so alternate means what? One angle will be to the left of transversal and one angle will be in the right of transversal. Suppose let us take the example of angle 3 and angle 6. So angle 3 is left of transversal and angle 6 is right of transversal, and both are interior. Okay, they are both are in the interior of the two lines only. So they are called pair of alternate interior angles. Similarly, we have alternate exterior angle. Okay, so one will be with to the right of transversal and one will be to the left of transversal. Suppose 1 and 8 we will take. 1 is to the left of transversal, 8 is to the right of transversal. Okay, but they are in the exterior. So we will say pairs of alternate exterior angle. Okay, then pairs of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Okay, so on the same side. So this is 3 and 5. Okay, pair of interior angles. Both are interior and they are on the same side of the transversal. Okay, these two are the pair of interior angles on the same side of transversal, and 4 and 6 also same way. Okay, so this slide is very important. You should have a clear idea about this. Okay, so which angles and all equal, that you should know for solving the sums in next exercise or in your in the higher classes also. You should know this chart very thoroughly. Okay, so corresponding angles are equal. So can you see the first one, red one? So red is here. So these two are corresponding angles. So they are equal. Okay. Then alternate exterior angle are equal. So this yellow color, alternate exterior angle are equal. Then orange color, that is vertically opposite angle. Okay, this you would have learnt in your lower classes also. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Then light blue color. Okay, light blue color, alternate interior angle. So alternate exterior angle also equal. Alternate interior angles also equal. Okay, then green color one, same side interior, that is sum of the addition or sum of the same side interior angles will be equal to 180 degree. Okay, these two are not equal. When you add these two angles, it will give you a sum of 180 degree. Okay, then same side exterior. Okay, same side and they are in the exterior. Okay, they also, when it is added, it will give you a sum of 180 degree. Okay, they are supplementary. Then transversal axioms. if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, okay, they already given two parallel lines are there and one transversal is intersecting them, then each pair of corresponding angles will be equal, okay, which we already learnt in the previous slide also. Each pair of corresponding angles will be equal, okay, this is also one of the example, okay. Then each pair of alternate interior angles will be equal. This is second point, corresponding angles will be equal. Then second point is alternate interior angles will be equal. Each pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal will be supplementary, okay. So supplementary means what? Addition of those two angles, okay. Suppose these two are the interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Let us take these two, okay. If you add these two, you will get a sum of 180 degree. That is called supplementary angles, okay. Whenever you add two angles and if you get the sum equal to 180 degree, then they are called supplementary angles. Transversal theorem. If a transversal intersects two lines in such a way that, okay, if I want to say this in simpler words, it's the reverse of the axiom, okay. So in the axiom what we saw, two lines will be there, one transversal will be intersecting them, then you had some conditions. Here some conditions will be given. If it satisfies, then the two lines are parallel. That's a reverse of the axiom. That like that we can easily remember. Corresponding angles are equal, then these two lines will be parallel to each other. If the corresponding angles are equal, then we can say that these two angles are, two lines are parallel. Alternate interior angles are equal, then the two lines will be parallel. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary, then the two lines will be parallel. Okay, now you understood, right? It's just a reverse of axioms. Okay. Lines parallel to the same line. So here you can see three lines. Okay. So with that, what we are going to learn? If two lines are parallel with a common line, then these two lines will also be parallel to each other. Okay. Suppose CD is parallel to AB. Then EF is parallel to AB. Okay. That means then CD and EF are parallel. Okay, how you will assume A is equal to B, C is equal to B. Okay, then we can equate A is equal to C, no, because both are equal to B. Same way only here also. As in the above figure, if AB parallel to CD and EF parallel to CD, both are equal to CD, correct? So then we can make AB parallel to EF. Okay. With this we can solve exercise 3.2. First problem. In figure, find the values of x and y and then show that AB parallel to CD. Okay, already this picture is given in your question. We have to find out the value of x and y, and we have to say the reason why these two lines are parallel. Okay, that's it. So let's start solving. In the figure, we have CD and PQ intersect at F. Okay, so we are going to name this point. Okay, so F, at point F, these two lines, that is CD and PQ, are intersecting. Y is equal to 130 degree. Y, vertically opposite angles. Okay. So these two lines are intersecting at point F. One angle they have already given, it is 130 degree. Okay. So this Y angle is equal to 130 degree. Why? Because these two are vertically opposite angles. So Y value we found out. 1 is over. Now we have to find out X. Again, PQ is a straight line and EA stands on it. So PQ, this transversal is there, right? So this is a straight line. In that, E is the meeting point of the transversal and line AB. This EA is standing on PQ, is it not? This is a straight line, no doubt in that. PQ is a straight line. And these two angles, angle 50 degree and angle X is on the linear pair. Okay, on a straight line, these two angles are there. Adjacent angles which are on a straight line, that is called linear pair. So, angle AEP plus angle AEQ equal to 180 degree. Why? Because it is a linear pair. So, angle AEP, okay, this angle it's already given, it is 50 degree. So, 50 degree plus X equal to 180 degree. So, X is equal to 180 minus 50 equal to 130 degree. So, X value and Y value we found out. So, we have to say how these AB and CD line are parallel, we have to say now. Okay, from 1 and 2, X is equal to Y, because X also 130 degree, Y also 130 degree. That means X is equal to Y. Okay, as they are pair of alternate interior angles. So, this is interior angle on the left of transversal. This is interior angle on the right of transversal. So, they are alternate interior angle. Okay, they are equal. So, that means AB parallel to CD. That's how we proved it. Okay. Next question. In figure, if AB parallel to CD and CD parallel to EF and Y is to Z equal to 3:7, find X. Okay, they already gave these three lines are parallel. And we have to find out the value of X. They have given only the ratio of Y is to Z. Z is this angle. Y is to Z in the ratio of 3:7. Okay, let's solve now. So, already given these three angles are, lines are parallel. Okay, so we can write AB parallel to EF, which we learnt in the previous slide only. Okay, so X is equal to Z. Okay, so this line AB is parallel to EF. When two parallel lines are there, these two are alternate interior angles. Okay, so alternate interior angles will be equal. So 1 point we got. Again, AB parallel to CD. These two lines also parallel. Okay, they are co-interior angles. Okay, co-interior means interior angles on the same side. Okay, then that sum is equal to 180 degree. Okay, supplementary we learnt now. So, X plus Y equal to 180 degree. In the place of X, we can replace Z, because here only we said X is equal to Z. So, Z plus Y equal to 180 degree. Okay, so they have already given the ratio. So, we can't use the ratio as such. We have to write it as 3 into A, 7 into A, because it's a multiplication of 3 and multiple of 7. Okay, we should not straight away write 3 and 7. 3A, 7A we should write. So, in the place of X and Y, we are writing 3A plus 7A equal to 180 degree. 10A is equal to 180 degree. A is equal to 180 divided by 10 equal to 18 degree. So, now if you multiply A in the place here, okay, Y is equal to 3A. So, we will get Y value. Y is equal to 3 into 18 equal to 54 degree. Z is equal to 7 into 18 equal to 126 degree. Okay, so from 1, X is equal to 120 degree. Okay, why? Because X is equal to Z. Initially we wrote no. So, Z value we got. So, that is the angle of X also. Okay, it's a proof. I'll continue the exercise in the next video. Thank you, children.